Be present in nearly 100 experiences covering 20 genres. Virtual Presence Productions.
Holy shit. This has to be a VR180 video, but obviously I'm not going to hold this on the 405 going at this speed. So I was able to shoot some shit in the office. I'm going to try to mix the two. I don't know how it's going to work. But, oh my fucking God. I know I've talked a lot of shit about a lot of meetings. All right, I can't even use the name. I don't know what to say and what I can and can't say. But basically what happened was, after getting blown off and having issues with the teams, and there's all these logistics, and by the way, when your team isn't doing real well, guess what they don't give a fuck about? Having your fans be virtually present in that fucking locker room. That's funny. Yeah. Oof. So after getting blown off, Hef's like, you know what? I know a guy. His name is Jeff Proctor. Look him up. The head of this media thing, a media company, but he was a consultant to the Lakers. Like, the guy knows everybody, one of those guys. And he and F are close. He's like, yeah, I'll come see you. Come on down. I was there for over 4 hours. I showed it to him, and he said, let me warn you. I knew the guys at Next VR, Apple, who they took over. And, you know, I watched it, but I was bored after a couple minutes. It just wasn't for me. I just didn't. And, you know, Next VR does a lot of static stuff. He watched that sports reel and said, Adam, I'd watch that for the next couple hours. That was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Holy shit. And then I showed him the Lakers presentation. And he was like, they didn't jump on this immediately? I'm like, well, we only talked to one person, and I don't know how she told it to her boss. And, like, you know, that kind of happens sometimes when you have these meetings. If the right people aren't in the room, this is an impossible thing to, I know, I'm talking to my dashboard. This is an impossible thing to explain to the next person. You have to meet the right people. And he pulls out a pen and paper. This crazy motherfucker starts writing down names. He goes, I know this other guy who knows everybody, even more than I do, which seems impossible because he's got personal signed Kobe memorabilia and Shaq. It's like, yo, what up, Jeff? Best wishes, Kobe. Like, the fuck? I mean, that's not the best contact, I guess, now, but still, like, he was obviously connected. He calls up a guy and says, you got to see this. We'll come to you, like, right now. And the guy's like, well, shit, I'm working out. Just give me, I'll be there. I'll be there in 45 minutes. So that guy comes down. Before he gets in the headset, he goes, oh, and that thing with Barry Obama. I'll talk to you about that after this. And I'm like, did this motherfucker just bury Barack Obama? Like, did he just say Barry Obama? To give you an idea of what connected means, he watches it, and this fucker is like, Adam, how did you do this? How many people, I'm like, it's just me. And he's like, how? And I had to explain it to him, and what was great is I was able to have him go on YouTube VR from the headset and find stuff. Because he's like, I don't believe that this is, how could you stream anything in that quality? I'm like, you can. And we did, and I proved it to him. He's like, we explained with the Clippers, and like, we're trying to get it to Bomber. He's like, oh, I can get it to Bomber. Like, what do you mean? He's like, no, him and Pete are best friends. Pete? He's like, yeah, Carol. I think he's going to be in town next week. It's like, hey, Pete, you going to be in town? Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, he's like, yeah, I'm going to be in town to meet. Yeah, we can get you to meet with Pete. And then, like, it all happened in seconds, guys. I don't know, Thursday next week, or I don't. And then we sit there for hours spitballing. Oh, it would work for this. It would work for this. How about we talk to this person? Text. How about we talk to a group of his name's Andy. I feel weird saying last names. I'm not sure what I should or shouldn't say, but I'm just telling the truth. Man, this angle's making this look. I mean, I've gained a little bit of weight, but this beard and this, I look fucking huge. I'm sorry. I hate to be that egotistical, but here, hang on. Like, it's not that bad. It's a little bad. I was in Santa mode because I knew the end of this year was going to be fucking awful. And now all of a sudden I'm in shit, I need to be 20 pounds lighter mode. Oh, because I'm going to New York in a couple weeks. Because the powers that be at FanDuel, which is Bally's, now they want to see everything and maybe... So much is going on. After so much bad fucking news. Hallelujah. Holy shit.
Oh, and there's a lot more of these. Please check out my other VRLOGs and subscribe and comment. It means the world to me.